I'm so excited for you, especially after everything we've talked about and everything that's gone through, and then to come back. I mean, what's that like coming back? Danity Kane reunites. What's that like?
Oh, I seriously it feels surreal still. Still feels like a dream because, I mean, it was May that really we had our first meeting together just to talk, to even feel things out. And the things that have transpired over the last, I don't know, how long is that? Maybe 8 months, 7 months is unreal. And then just we always knew the fans wanted us back, and they would always message us individually and like, come on, you guys. But to really see them again and feel their energy is, after 5 years, I don't know, it's surreal. I can't, unexplainable.
What was like the deciding factor when you guys got together? Was that one where they showed, I think Perez Hilton showed it on his website. You're all going to lunch, and they were saying, what's going on? Where's Diddy? And they're like, I think it was Aubrey. It's like, Diddy who?
Who's that? I was like, oh my gosh, I want to crawl under a rock right now.
So did it take much to convince everybody? Was there a lot of chat about that? And like, because this is you. This is the 4 strong women coming back together and making their own decisions. This isn't, nobody's auditioning. Nobody's having to please anybody else. This is you coming back, standing in your own strength and your voice and doing what you want.
I think that it didn't take a lot of convincing, no. I think that us just showing up for that lunch told each other that we were in this to try this again and do it our way this time. I think that's all we all needed, was that initiation of stepping forward into the light and saying, okay, I'm ready to do this. Like, I think we all had to humble ourselves a bit and kind of, and I hate to say this, but I think we all know, and I don't think we ever thought we would be, but we definitely know we cannot be bigger than Danity Kane as individuals, because Danity Kane is a force, and when a force is created, you can't stop it, and I think we were sensing that inside ourselves. So then when kind of Aubrey started reaching out, and then Dawn, and then I reached back, and vice versa, I think that, the kind of tornado, little winds started to swirl, and the reality of, okay, we had something special. We always knew we did, but we really had something special, and somebody took that away from us, so let's go get it back.
Well, and I know you've been asked, and of course I would not be responsible interviewer if I didn't ask these questions. Have you heard from Diddy at all? Did he send you flowers on your opening night? I mean, what?
Oh my gosh, that would have been, I wish someone had done that, whether it was Diddy or not. I just wish someone had done that, just signed Diddy's name. That would have been awesome. I have not heard from Diddy. Now, Dawn was the closest to Puff because she, was in Dirty Money with him, and she actually was his artist. She just got released last year, so this was a scary step for her too. Just getting released and going back into something unknown. But she said she spoke with him, and she's like he's in a good place. It's like, it is what it is. I think I would hope that he would look at what he brought the opportunity of Danity Kane to us. I do give him credit for that, and we would not be where we were. We would not be the hard workers we are without his instruction and him as a coach. He definitely, whether we liked it or not, taught us a lot about this business. He was extremely hard on us, but that's the way this business is, and so I'm very thankful for that. So I would hope he would look at us and just be proud and be like, respect that. Maybe not even proud. Maybe he just respects it. I would hope he would respect it.
And what's the relationship like with D Woods?
I have talked to Dee a couple times when we were trying to, get everyone back together, and she's always been such a hustler and pursuing things. She's like in theater and in videos and acting and singing and writing, and she's just constant teaching dance class. Like, she's just constantly got projects juggling, and it just wasn't a time where she was, ready to move forward for a different journey. She was still focused, and I get that, because like I said, a year ago, if everyone approached me, I don't think I would have been able to move forward. I just wasn't ready yet. You have to be ready, and she's happy, and we're happy for her. It's a huge commitment. Oh my gosh. Huge, yes, and scary, because it is completely on our shoulders. We have no label. We have no financial backing. We make it look easy.
So Danity Kane was supposed to open for Chris Brown in November in New York.
Yes.
That didn't happen. Now, I know you ladies were in New York at the time. How was that for you? I mean, that was going to be a huge show.
Oh my gosh, it was our return onto the stage after 5 years of not being Danity Kane. It was the comeback, and so we were so grateful for the opportunity. And, we were going to open, and we were there. Next thing we know, day before, he gets arrested. And then we still pursue, we still continue rehearsing, like the show's going to go on. And then night before we find out, it got canceled. And it was really devastating. It took me a good week to get out of my funk, because I'm like, really? After all this time, we worked so hard to get, it was a 25-minute set just for opening. But we're ready, and we were ready to do it. But hindsight's 20/20, and I always know God has a bigger plan and a greater plan. And I'm so, looking back, we all were like, I'm so glad that was not our debut time. It wouldn't have been right. And God knew it wouldn't have been right. And he's like, let's not let this happen. Because that House of Blues, that hour set, the songs we ended up doing, the way we tweaked things, we just got to refine it, and it became beautiful. It really did.
So when are we going to hear the new music? I know All in a Day's Work was, you premiered that at the House.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
I loved it. I'm like, when are we going to see this on iTunes? Where are we going to find this? When are we get the new music?
We're asking the same question. we tend to push a little. We probably got that from Puff. That anxious push of, no, we don't want to wait for someone to tell us to do it. We're just going to do it, and then we'll figure it out.
That was awesome.
And kind of what the direction we kind of took. We're like, these fans need a new song. Like I said, we don't have a label deal right now. We've been working with a lot of amazing producers who are actually acquaintances and friends from the past who have been willing and great to just work with us on, just being our friends and willing to put the time into us. So this All in a Day's Work song, we just knew it was the right one to put out there. We love it, and we wanted to taste test it with the fans and give them something new. And so hopefully we'll be able to get it all locked in really soon. But unfortunately, we're not working on a Beyonce budget, so we gotta work it out the way we can work it. We hustle it out. That's how we do it.
Yeah, coming soon, I'm sure. Well, Shannon Bex, I love your music, and I'm so excited for DK getting back together.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.